Okay, hello internet. Here are some things that I found in the rulebook that need addressing for Skytear Horde. It's a real quick overview. First of all, the components. The deluxe version has an extra set. So the 120 alliance cards are not 120 but 164. Every colored pack, as you see in the front, the Gullbjorn in blue. There's also a red, a green and yellow. They all have 41 cards, and this is important because you start a deck, as will be discussed later, with 40 cards every play. So you need to take out one. Then there are more castle cards, and there are more portal cards, and there are more outsider cards, but these don't really matter much right now. Then there is the issue of the health tokens. The health and wound tokens have here a minus and -3. So the minus stands for -1. But in the deluxe version, these are replaced by hearts. So you need the translation from heart to a plus and a broken heart to a minus. I just took strips of paper and wrote it on it, and then glued it on the rulebook itself using Scotch tape. So you can, if needed, you can remove it, but I think it is valuable to add these. Then we continue on. The instructions for the setup are less than ideal. First of all, there is the portal. The portal is actually 3 portals. There are several cards in the deluxe mode, and you need to separate them. The way to separate them is to make sets of 1, 2, and 3. So the portal set is always 1 plus 2 plus 3 in Roman numerals. That's the center thing. The different sets are for the solo set versus a cooperative set versus a competitive set. And these icons are on the left of the 1, 2, 3. So here I wrote portal set equals 1 plus 2 plus 3 Roman numerals, and here I wrote under mode left of 1, 2 and 3. And that makes the instructions more complete. Aside from the icons of difficulty, normal, hard and painful, there's also easy mode, and easy mode is discussed in a later page. Then we continue on. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, here I wrote top right icon. That means that the instruction from shuffle together all horde cards from the icon common set and another set of choice for your first game. Use the renegade set. These sets you can separate easily, and you should order the cards in separate sets via the top right icon, and that is not written here. It's implied on the card anatomy on page 3, but it's that page has too much information, so it is better to add it here. Then easy mode. Easy mode is page 10, tweaking. For your first game you don't want normal, but you want easy mode. Then we have here the issue of the Hatred Bringer. There is no such card, Hatred Bringer. It is Hate Bringer. So I wrote here for autists, hate, not hatred. And then for the stage 1 outsider card, there is also a stage 2 outsider card. But if you look in page 10.1.3.2.3, then you see that you only need to have one stage 1 outsider card for your first game, or for easy mode. The castle card says here, place a castle of your choice within reach. For your first game, use the Gaping Maw. The castle cards are two-sided. The back side shows the deck building instructions. Well, the requirements for deck building, and so I followed that, but because it wasn't written that I should ignore it. But the castle back is optional. It is later explained in page 10 for custom deck building. So here I wrote castle back is optional, comma, page 10, semicolon or colon, custom. For the alliance deck, each player shuffles together the 40 alliance cards of a color of their choice to form the alliance deck. As I said before, there are not 40 but 41, so I added here for the deluxe. Deluxe is 41. If you have the base game, then you don't have the problem, but you need to remove at random, I think, one of the alliance cards. Otherwise you would play the game at too easy. It wouldn't be balanced. For your first game, avoid the green Talo deck. The problem is that not only the green but also the blue should be avoided, because for your first game we suggest discarding any card that is not of the ally type, but the blue is full of ally, so use red and or yellow sets for your alliance. Here Mulligan is explained badly. Discard any number of cards and draw back the same amount, then shuffle the discarded backs into the deck. So you draw first and then you discard it. So you draw first, find out that you want a mulligan, and then you draw again from the remaining pack, and you select the second draw, and the earliest, the old, discard the old, is discarded back into the deck and then shuffled, of course. Yeah, so this was all needed to fix the setup. Then we go to page 8, Alliance Reactions. The Alliance Reactions describe something vague with instant effects and exhaust, for play and exhaust. It is worth to note that the Alliance Reactions are not the same as the exhaust ability during the Alliance phase. This is the Alliance phase. This is during Treachery phase. And Treachery phase only has these reactions, so it's different. So the rulebook isn't incorrect, but it could be explained a little bit better. Also important for your first game is to go to page 10 for customizing decks, and here you remove the first or second stage outsider, so you remove the second. You remove the epic monsters, and you remove some of the plus tokens from minions at setup. If you combine these three, then you have easy mode. and I suggest you play easy mode for your first games. Then also important for resolving cards, this is on page 13. I added here, I hope it will. They try to explain it, but they failed a little bit. But when you are trying to resolve it, while you are resolving, the card stays in place. So if you are destroying a card to summon another card, that summoned card cannot take the place of the card that you are resolving because it's still in place. And after you resolve, of course, the card is removed. And this explains a lot of vagaries that occurred in the Discord channel. But if you keep this in mind, then you will have an easier time. And that is all. So I think the game is really nice. It has good potential for a lot of tweaking and playing around. But these were necessary precautions that I would suggest anyone with a deluxe game should find helpful. Okay, bye.